Good morning everyone and welcome to this presentation. This is Bissha, Assistant Professor English, Rangpur Government City College, Rangpur. My dear students, this is my 4th class with you. So let's continue. Look at the picture and try to establish a connection with our today's topic. Listen to this space and try to recognize this space.
My brothers, I come before you today with a heart laden with sadness. You are aware of everything and you know everything that has happened. We have tried with our lives, and yet the sadness remains that today in Dhaka, Chattogram, Khulna, Rajshahi and Rangpur, the streets are soaked with the blood of my brothers. Today the people of Bengal desire emancipation. The people of Bengal wish to live. The people of Bengal demand that their rights be acknowledged. What wrong have we committed? In the elections, the people of Bangladesh entrusted me and the Awami League with the totality of their electoral support. It was our expectation that the parliament would meet. There we would frame our constitution, that we would develop this land, that the people of this country would achieve their economical, political and cultural freedom. But
our topic is related to this space. Let's see. Can you now guess the topic we are going to discuss? You can check. Today we are going to discuss Unit 1, Lesson 2. The title of the unit is People or Institutions Making History, and the title of the lesson is The Unforgettable History. Actually, today we are going to discuss the speech delivered on 7 March 1971 by the father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. This speech is very significant in the life of all the Bengalis. In the speech, Bangabandhu describes the suffering of the people in Bengal. He describes the conspiracy of the Pakistani rulers and thus creates the background of giving the final declaration. In fact, the Declaration of Independence lies in this speech. So undoubtedly this speech is very much significant in the life of the people in Bangladesh. Realizing the importance of this speech, UNESCO has declared this speech as a documentary heritage. UNESCO has added this speech to the memory of the World Register, and now this speech is not only the asset for the people in Bangladesh but also an asset for the people all over the world. So my dear students, let's read this speech. In this presentation, I have set 3 learning outcomes. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to tell about the significance of this speech. You will be able to write the meanings of some unknown words, and you will be able to answer the short questions on the text. This is the beginning of this speech. Let's read. My brothers, I stand before you today with a heart overflowing with grief. In this sentence, we find 2 unknown words. Let's first know the meaning of the unknown words. Overflowing. The word comes from the verb overflow, and overflow means to be so full that the contents go over the sides. Another meaning is to have too many people in it. Here the first meaning has been used, and the synonymous words are flat, vast, spread out, brim out. These are the synonymous words. And grief means a feeling of great sadness, especially when somebody dies. And the synonymous words are sorrow, heartache, pain, misery, and its antonymous word is joy. Bangabandhu lovingly addressed the people in Bangladesh as his brothers. He said that with a heavy heart, with sorrow in his heart, he had come to deliver this peace. You are fully aware of the events that are going on and understand their import. Here we get another word, import. Let's first know the meaning. Import means the act of bringing a product or service into the country from another. And second meaning is importance. And here the second meaning has been used, and the synonymous words are significance, importance, weight, seriousness. You are fully aware of the events that are going on and understand their import. He said that people in Bengal were aware of the happenings or incidents here and there, and at the same time they understood the significance of those incidents. We have been trying to do our best to cope with the situation. People in Bengal and the political leaders tried to be in line with the situation, and yet unfortunately the streets of Dhaka, Chittagong, Khulna, Rajshahi and Rangpur are washed with the blood of our brothers. Though the political leaders of the then East Pakistan tried to be in line with the situation, the streets of Dhaka, Chittagong, Khulna, Rajshahi and Rangpur were washed with the blood of the people in Bangladesh. That is, still the incidents of killing had happened. The people of Bengal now want to be free. The people of Bengal now want to live, and the people of Bengal now want their rights. In this sentence, he expressed the expectation of the people in Bengal. The people in Bengal, the then East Pakistan, wanted freedom. They desired to live happily, and they expected their rights. What have we done that was wrong? Through this question, he wanted to mean that actually the people in Bengal were harmless, and despite their harmlessness, the Pakistani rulers inflicted torture on the people of Bengal. They repeatedly killed the people in Bengal. After the elections, the people of Bangladesh voted as one for me, for the Awami League. In the election, people of Bangladesh voted unitedly for the Awami League and for Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, the father of the nation. We are to sit in the National Assembly, draft a constitution for ourselves there, and build our country. The people of this land would thereby get economic, political, and cultural freedom. Bangabandhu expected the representatives of people to sit in the National Assembly, draft a constitution for the people in Bengal, and the father of the nation, wanted to build the country, and through these initiatives he wanted the people of this land to get economic, political, and cultural freedom. In this sentence we get two unknown words. Let's know the meanings of the unknown words. Here we get one word, assembly. Assembly means a group of people who have been elected to meet together regularly and make decisions or laws for a particular region or country. And the synonymous words are legislature, council, government, congress. And another word, constitution. Constitution means the system of laws and basic principles that a state, a country, or an organization is governed by. And the synonymous words are charter, bill, or instrument of government. But it is with regret that I have to report to you today that we have passed through 23 tragic years. Bengal's history of those years is full of stories of torture inflicted on our people, of bloodshed by them repeatedly. 23 years of a history of men and women in agony. Here we get three unknown words. Let's first know the meanings of the unknown words. Regret. Regret means a feeling of sadness or disappointment that you have because of something that has happened or something that have done or not done. And the synonymous words are disappointment, sorrow, unhappiness, distress, and its antonymous word is contentment. Inflict means to make somebody or something suffer something unpleasant, and the synonymous words are impose, wreak, cause, and its antonymous word is remove. Another word, agony. Agony means extreme physical or mental pain, and the synonymous words are anguish, pain, torture, suffering, and the antonym of agony is ecstasy. Let's read the text again. But it is with regret that I have to report to you today that we have passed through 23 years, 23 tragic years. But it was a matter of great sorrow that he had to report to the people in Bengal that on 7 March, that they had passed through 23 tragic years. Bengal's history of those years is full of stories of torture inflicted on our people. 23 years history was the history of torture imposed upon the people of Bengal, of bloodshed by them repeatedly. Those years, Pakistani rulers repeatedly shed bloods. They repeatedly killed the people in Bengal. 23 years of a history of men and women in agony. 23 years history was the history of all the people, both men and women were in suffering. That is, the people in Bengal had suffered for the 23 years. This is the text. Actually, this is the first portion of the speech, and in the next classes we will discuss the next portion. My dear students, now homework for you. Answer the following questions. What were the miserable incidents Bangabandhu mentioned in his speech? What did he say about the expectations of the people of Bengal? What did he mean by the question in the text? What were his desires to do for the people of Bengal? How did the people in Bengal spend a score and 3 years? These are the questions, and I am discussing the questions so that you can answer the questions easily and correctly. Our first question is, what were the miserable incidents Bangabandhu mentioned in his speech? And we get the answer in this text. And yet, unfortunately, the streets of Dhaka, Chittagong, Khulna, Rajshahi and Rangpur are washed with the blood of our brothers. The people of Bengal now want to be free. The people of Bengal now want to live, and the people of Bengal now want their rights. So the miserable incidents that Bangabandhu described in his speech were the killing of the people in Bengal by the Pakistani rulers and their deprivation of their freedom, of their happy life, and of their rights. You can answer in this way, and you can also answer in your own way, including this theme in your answer, this content in your answer. Question B. What did he say about the expectation of the people in Bengal? And here you get the answer of question B. Expectation of people. The people of Bengal now want to be free. The people of Bengal now want to live, and the people of Bengal now want their rights. So let's read the question again. What did he say about the expectation of the people in Bengal? Actually, these are short questions, and you should answer the question, and you should start the answer with the language of the question. So here the question is, what did he say about the expectations of the people in Bengal? He said about the expectations of the people in Bengal that the people of Bengal wanted to be free, the people of Bengal wanted to live happily, and the people of Bengal wanted their rights. You can answer the question in this way. Question C. What did he mean by the question in the text? This is the question he asked. What have we done that was wrong? Through this question, Bangabandhu meant that actually the people in Bengal were harmless, and despite harmless, they were deprived, they were tortured, and they were punished repeatedly. Now question D. What were his desires to do for the people in Bengal? And you get the answer of question D in this portion. We are to sit in the National Assembly, draft a constitution for ourselves there, and build our country. The people of this land would thereby get economic, political, and cultural freedom. Let's read the question again. What were his desires to do for the people in Bengal? His desires to do for the people in Bengal were that the representatives of people to sit the National Assembly, draft a constitution for the people in Bengal, and build the country. And thereby he wanted the people in Bengal to get economic, political, and cultural freedom. Or you can answer in this way. Bangabandhu wanted the representatives of people to sit in the National Assembly, draft a constitution for the people in Bengal, and build the country. And thereby he wanted the people in Bengal to get economic, political, and cultural freedom. And now question B. How did the people in Bengal spend I score and 3 years? Score means 20, so I score and 3 means 23 years. How did the people in Bengal spend I score and 3 years? That is, how did the people in Bengal spend 23 years? You get the answer in this portion. We have passed through 23 years. We have passed through 23 tragic years. Bengal's history of those years is full of stories of torture inflicted on our people, of bloodshed by them repeatedly. 23 years of history of men and women in agony. Let's read the question again. How did the people in Bengal spend a score and 3 years? So we can answer in this way. We can start the answer with the question, language of the question. The people in Bengal spent, D will be changed into T. The people in Bengal spent I score and 3 years in suffering or agony, and 23 years story, or I score and 3 years story, was the story of torture inflicted on the people of Bengal and bloodshed by the Pakistani rulers repeatedly. You can answer the question in this way, or you can answer the question in your own language, just including this content in your answer. So my dear students, that's all today. Thank you. Thank you very much.